so you can find the biggest, blackest, uncircumcised prison cock and put your mouth on it.
Racist.
What is it about Jewish people that make them prosper financially?
Women, they fake orgasms for pleasure.
Don't give a shit.
He would stick M&Ms in my ass. Yeah, and then I'd push him out with my prolapse, and then he would eat them.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Wow, it's like deja vu all over again.
Right.
Here we are.
It's redundant as fuck.
It's Rise to Offend, episode 88. I'm Brandon Gooch on
Road Dog.
Dennis Huff and
Peter Spike.
Peter Spike. And wow, I feel like a major asshole right now.
Yeah.
So once again, you can email us. You want to get a hold of us? You want to be a part of the show? You want to be a member of Rise to Offend? We'd love to have you. All you got to do is email us, risetooffend@gmail.com. You can hit us up on Facebook.com/risetooffend, Twitter @risetooffend, and don't forget, risetooffend.com. I feel like a major shithead, you guys.
Yeah,
Why?
Why do you feel like a shit?
Well, let's see here. Because we all know that the show is recorded, and this is the second time that we're starting off the show again, because for the first 15 minutes, we were talking, having a grand old time, laughing,
doing our
being
show.
jovial.
Oh, yeah.
And I, like a complete shithead, I forgot to hit record, and we just went about our business.
Luckily, we caught it.
15
minutes in.
15 minutes in.
I'm having a long day here.
You really are having a long day.
And,
you see, now, for those of you who
I'm
don't
having a
remember.
long day as well.
Yes, Dennis Huff is. Okay, first off, let me tell you what happened with Dennis Huff.
I'm ready for this.
He had to do a spot for a sponsor, very good sponsor to the station, treats Dennis like a king.
King Dennis.
Now, Dennis had to try and record a 30-second spot. Well, none of the equipment was working. Here I come. Now, Dennis is pissed off. And whenever Dennis gets mad, it's like, exactly. It really is. It just
your face.
We have a moment.
Yeah, we've recorded Dennis being upset before, but
it's fucking dicks.
Well, it's a total different thing when he's upset about a topic that we talk about on Rise to Offend. But when it's Dennis in real life, he's like, "Dude, what the fuck, dude? Nothing fucking works, dude. This fucking bullshit, dude." And then he starts sweating, right?
I got pissed off.
He really starts to sweat when he gets angry. And the thing is, though, is he's in this little area where he has to record, and I walk in and go, "Is everything all right, dude?" All I do is smell Dennis Huff stank, where it's like it's a mixture of all the booze leaving his system and cigarettes and anger rolled into one great incense.
Wow.
Yeah. And I had to fight through that.
I don't like to come to a place where I work and shit doesn't work.
Please remain
I get
calm.
fucking pissed
Dennis
off.
Huff is angry. Please remain calm.
He doesn't even
Dennis
talk
Huff is
anymore when you
angry.
play that. He's like, I'm not going to fucking adhere to this.
I kind of like it.
It's calming to him.
I wish I could turn that sound effect into an earring.
Music soothes the beast. But,
so in order for me to make a 30-second commercial for a nice client, which would generally take me about 10 to 15 minutes, 3 hours into it, I was nowhere.
Right. Until Gooch came along and saved the day.
Ooh, what? Gooch
I totally did.
saved many days.
I totally did.
He did.
He was, and he was.
He
and,
gave you credit.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, he gets mad when I'm like, "Why don't you just do this?" Oh, granted, he didn't give me credit
He
then.
gave you a mumble fit. Do you
didn't
mumble
give me
fit?
didn't give me
I don't
credit
recall
then.
that at all.
Didn't give me credit. Well, that's just my impression of you, because you always like to do
He
impressions of me.
does a mumble fit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I scream at strangers
Yeah.
who want free things from me. That's what I do. I'm Gooch and I don't know anything else.
And here's Dennis right here. Right
Mumble
now,
fit.
Right now, Power Sports. That's how he sounds. Right? I mean, dead on. Like, if you close your eyes, and I was like,
I thought that was.
you like
I
Dennis?
thought you were playing a recording of me.
If I close my eyes, I'll fall asleep right now. So my eyes remain
See, that's
open.
a shitty thing. Like, Dennis could easily do an impression of me.
Oh, easy, yeah.
But there's nothing really that I could. There's nothing about Dennis that like hanging out with him and stuff.
So I don't have any spaz qualities that you can exploit?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's like this is no knock on you. It's like there's no spaz qualities to you.
No, you got the very laid back.
Dennis, there's nothing wrong with you, buddy.
Yeah, Dennis. Look, there's nothing wrong with you.
I think you can
or
mimic
right with
angry
you.
Dennis, though.
Yeah.
You can mimic an angry Dennis.
There's nothing wrong or right with you, Dennis. You're just Dennis. So that's why I have to resort to right now, power sports.
I like it.
Right.
I like it.
So
Yeah.
now we have to go back. We have to go back a few episodes.
Oh, boy.
And let the people know about Petter Spych. You see, we here at Rise to Offend like to give Pete Spajek a hard time because usually Dennis and I, we come from the shitty side of the universe. We laugh at things that we shouldn't laugh at. We laugh at porn stars getting humiliated. We laugh at people getting hit by cars. That type of stuff.
It's funny.
And Pete, right? And Pete, yeah, just as soon as you said it, I just thought of some guy getting blasted. But Pete, on the other hand, is always there to remind us that we're shitty human beings. Like, he's there. That's why Pete, and I do mean this
He
when
sings it loud.
Yeah, exactly. And I do mean it when I say that he is the best guy on the planet. Like, I do mean it. I've never met a man that is as nice of a guy as Pete. So when Pete does something out of character, it really does shock the system. It shocked you, Dennis.
Sure.
And now,
it did.
a few episodes back, and by a few, I mean maybe, 10? It was a while ago.
It was a while ago.
It was a while
2 or
ago.
3 months ago. I think.
Yeah. Pete was involved in a situation where him and a woman went on a date. They went to a place called the Pepper Mill. They went to, he parked his car in a place that he thought looked all right, and then he comes out, finds his car and her car, because that's where they met. They were both towed. Gone.
Yep.
So Pete calls the cops. Cops go, yeah, this is a scam. We hear about it all the time. There's really nothing we could do. The best thing I can do is just take you down to the yard. Pete's like, fine. Takes him down to the yard. The girl's kind of like a little upset at this point. Pete goes, I got this. It's taken care of. Girl is walking to, goes in, pays for her car. Now, Pete doesn't pay for his car. The girl pays for her car, and Pete already has his keys in his hand, walks to his car as she's getting into her vehicle, and just gets in his truck and plows right through the fucking gate.
Yes.
Like the hardest gangster on the planet.
Yeah.
I can't think of, dude, Snoop wouldn't even dream of doing something that gangster.
Hardcore.
You know what I mean? Snoop is just a bitch with a gun. Hey, I don't like you. I don't like the color of your red shirt. Bang. Pete, on the other hand, fuck you, Johnny Law.
We'll drive over your
Fuck
face.
you. I'll drive right over your goddamn face. Yeah. V8, Tundra. Suck it.
It wasn't a fuck you to Johnny Law. It was a, we got our we were part of a scam, and I
Pete, I'm building you up.
Okay.
Okay, please.
I'll let you do it.
Please.
Go ahead.
Let Dennis and I ride your dick just this once.
All right. Ride my dick.
Dennis first.
Just a tip.
Just a tip,
all you
because after a stunt like
That's
that,
all you'll need. Dennis.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Because after a stunt like that, we know your dick is huge. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like Dennis has never done anything like this.
I thought you had a goiter on your ankle.
Yeah.
Your dick tucked in your sock.
Goiter on your ankle. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Dennis has never done anything like this. Brandon's never done anything like this. Pete has. So you got it. So you got a grandfather clock cock going on, just swinging back and forth.
A brass pendulum.
Yes.
Isn't it balls?
No, you have no balls.
Yeah, you have no balls. Yeah.
All right. Continue on.
Giant
Grandfather clock.
Exactly.
So, anyways,
see, Dennis and I, we have huge balls. That's what makes our dick look so small.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So anyway, so we're thinking. So anyway, long story short, we want to remind the people that there was a rap song that came out about you.
a gangster rap song.
Exactly.
About me.
Number 10 on the charts.
Yeah, it was called Dick Sagan Records.
Yeah.
And this was the Pete rap.
Here comes that motherfucker. We took his car. Fuck that dude.
Hey, you guys took my car, man. I want it back.
We towed that shit. You parked in our lot. You owe us $300.
What the fuck? I ain't paying you $300.
Pay us the $300 or you don't get your shit.
Now, fuck you guys. Fuck that.
Pete never standing for a dirt lot fuck.
Oh, what?
Always rolling dirty, shoot you from his truck. Easy going gangster till you piss him off. Then it's 187 like a motherfucking cop.
Wait a minute. What, piss him off? And then it goes to cop?
He said 187. That means I killed somebody.
187.
Which I did not.
So you piss him off. No, 187. Whatever.
Then a
Anyway.
motherfucking cop.
Yeah, so cop doesn't rhyme with off. This is Gooch's argument to slow the
Dude, the song was amazing.
The
Dennis.
song was amazing.
Fucking asshole.
Yeah, you ain't got to
Song
fine
like
tooth
that.
comb it. I appreciate
Dennis.
you guys giving me a gangster rap song.
Please.
Please remain calm. Dennis Huff is angry. Please remain calm.
I don't think he does like it. Remember how I said he liked it earlier?
Remain calm.
Look at his face.
Dennis
He's
Huff is
eyeballing
angry.
you, man.
I know he is. That's why I'm looking at you.
Yes,
that's why I'm looking directly at you and not him.
Darts.
That's why my face is feeling warm.
Yeah.
On the left side, but the right side feeling comfort.
I'm holding my
Thanks,
lighter next to
because
your
I'm looking right into the face of a happy Serbian. Now, here's the thing.
I am happy. I'm a happy man, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, honestly, that should be a new bit, the happy Serbian.
Happy
Yeah, you guys talk about that shit all day.
like an 80s sitcom.
Exactly. Hey, Mom. Hey, it's the happy Serbian.
Anyways.
So now fast forward to today. Now, for the longest time, we didn't think Pete was going to get in trouble.
Yeah.
We thought that Pete fought the law, and Pete won.
Yeah, I thought it was a memory.
Yeah, I thought it was gone.
Hey, so did Pete.
Yeah.
So, I don't even think about this shit anymore.
What's the change?
So, well, guess where Pete hung out on Friday?
Where was it, in the car lot?
No.
Pepper Mill?
No.
Where'd you go on Friday, Pete?
Where'd you go on Friday?
I did not go. I was taken to jail.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude.
So I was. There was a felony arrest warrant because of that incident.
Felony?
Felony?
Apparently, it's a felony arrest warrant. I mean, we ain't gotta go into the details about what they said happened, but anyways,
Did they make up some bullshit?
Yeah, did they make
yeah.
up some bullshit?
Yeah.
What did they say? What did they...
In order for a destruction of property to be a felony, you have to destroy more than $5,000 worth of property. And I hit a fence. I hit a double fence, so it's not $5,000.
Yeah, there's no fucking way.
On the felony, there's no way. On the felony arrest warrant, it says that I damaged more than $5,000. That's why the state is trying the case, and that's why
Were they using gold-plated barbed
I know, was it
wire?
a diamond?
I mean, what the fuck?
So funny, dude. You know, that's exactly what the cop that arrested me and drove me to the jail. He's like, was there diamonds on the fence? What is this $5,000? And I was like, I don't know.
Right.
This is 6-7 months ago.
Did the cop at least give you a pat on the back and go, you know what, dude, you did what the law wanted?
Oh, the cop
to
said it. You know, it's funny. Yeah, no, the guy that arrested me, he's like, man, I probably would have done the same thing. That's exactly, he said that.
Fucking legendary.
But here's the thing: is like he's on the side of the law where he can probably get away with it. I am not. So
right.
However you look at it, I've never been in trouble in my life and all that stuff. So I'm not too worried about anything, but it's still worrisome.
Right.
But anyway, so he takes me, like I said, he calls me out of nowhere, out of the blue. He's like, this is Detective so-and-so. After going to my jobs, which was really not cool. And then he calls me, I answer the phone. He's like, yeah, I got a felony arrest for you. I'm like, what? For what? And he's like, he didn't even know what it was for exactly. And he's like, and I'm like, dude, I'll turn myself in. Let's not mess around. So I just meet him up there. I turn myself in. He throws the cuffs on me. He drives me to the detention center. It makes me take off my shoes and socks, and I have to wear these flip-flops that are in like a bucket. Dude, I don't know if they're like used over and over again. If they throw them away.
Of course they are. They're called hep flops.
Dude, I mean, I was like, I'd rather go in barefoot than these flip-flops, dude.
Hep flops.
And the crappy part is mine had like a toe indent that was like cracked. So someone like rocked that for a minute, dude.
Oh my god,
Sprayed
dude.
it off and put it back in the bucket.
No shit.
Dude, that's like bowling shoes.
Yeah, they
but
just...
the problem is I wasn't. They made me take my socks off, so I had to go. Skin to
Yeah,
to
why would they
jail
make you take your
flip-flop,
fucking
dude.
socks? Well, I mean, I can understand if they want to check
he's
your
a
socks
dangerous
for drug.
felon.
Yeah,
he
you're
drove
totally
himself
right.
to the police station and everything. He's a
I
fucking
didn't think of
heretic.
that. You could probably strangle someone with your socks.
He's a loose cannon.
You could strangle someone with your socks. I'm
could.
just saying.
It
If
might
you were
be
really that
possible.
angry.
Yeah.
You could also beat someone with that shoe.
Well, maybe you could fill your sock up like with the soap or something. You know, in that like Full Metal Jacket when they beat up Vincent D'Onofrio. You never saw it.
Yeah, I did see that.
Anyways, but so maybe
You
I
never
don't,
saw Full Metal Jacket, Dennis?
I think I have.
When they gave him the code red?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he's
Yeah.
talking
Okay.
about.
Well, what I'm saying, I don't know. Anyways,
Is that
my
the guy that
socks were
shot
gone.
himself in the bathroom stall?
Yes.
Yeah. Never seen it. Of course I see it.
So anyways, when I get in there, there's like 4 steps, before you get out, and the first step is like they take you into the room to book you.
Oh, I
and
thought
do
that
all
was
this stuff.
acceptance.
They give you 4 steps. I wasn't I wasn't in the denial phase, but I'm accepting now.
I thought that was gang joining.
They give you a quick like medical. You do your mug shots and all that stuff. And the cop that arrested me was real cool. He was like, dude, this guy has never been in trouble before. He turned himself in, so he actually skipped me past everybody to get booked. So there's like 14 dudes in front of me, and he let me go ahead of everybody, which was cool. And then in the second room, you get to make your phone call. And
who'd you call first?
Yeah, I just made one phone call. I called my friend that's a lawyer, Brian, and he called my friend that was a bail bondsman, and he took care of that. I talked to him for like 2 minutes because that phone stank like the worst thing I ever had
What?
on my face in my life.
The phone stunk?
The phone reeked, man. I don't know. It smelled like vomit or something. It was
maybe some people have their ears in their assholes.
Yeah,
I would also assume that someone probably vomited on it.
Yeah, I'm assuming.
It was awful. So I made the call, and
now let me ask you this: did you remember your friend's phone number like by heart, or was it?
Yeah, that would be tough.
No.
I can't remember.
They let you write down any numbers from your phone before they turn your stuff in. So I just wrote down the one number. I have the important people's like numbers memorized. And I thought I had my girlfriend's number memorized, but I was off by one digit. So she is important. I just messed up the number because I actually tried to give her a call.
Maybe you left that digit inside of her.
Wait, what did that mean?
Tennis, man.
He's
talking
finger.
about my finger.
Damn it, Gooch.
Okay, well, it could have been a toe. So
anyways, I make the phone call, and he tells me, he's like, dude, you'll be there forever. Don't call and check in. We'll get you out when we can get you out. So everybody assumes you'll be there for 24 hours. That's usually how long it takes for anything to happen because the cops move slow at jail, dude. They are like,
they move hourly?
Oh, yeah, they do. They move hourly. And there's nobody saying, hurry up, man. So they really take their time. The longest wait I had was after I got bailed out, waiting to get released. It was like 3 hours in a room waiting to fill up so they can release us all together. So I just sat there in this we're all going home room. That one was the longest wait. So anyways, the funniest thing, after I'm done with the phone, you have to sit in the first two rows. They make us all sit next to each other. And again, everybody reeks, dude, so it sucks for me. But I felt like I was the only dude that showered in the first few rows. And on the girls' side, the girls are on the right side, and those are all prostitutes, man. It's like you can tell.
Was there any that were like decent looking?
No, man.
Well, this is you we're talking, and your standards are extremely high.
Dude,
but
I'm telling you guys, both of you guys would agree with me. They were very sad looking. It was a heartbreaker.
Okay,
right?
Maybe I would agree with you, but this is Dennis we're talking about.
Dennis, dude.
He did fuck a girl named Stench Trench.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm just saying, dude, they all looked like they were in a bad place. The guy side looked like all like DUI type guys or people that were on drugs or something like that. Like they're like I said,
DUI that could look like anybody.
No, everybody looked like they were drunk or on something, like for the most part. And then there was a few people like me that just looked like shit. I'm in jail, and obviously I fucked up somewhere down the road. And then
pyramid scheme.
One dude came up to me before the phone call, and this is actually. This is actually a crazy story to have from the jail thing. One dude came up to me from he's like, "Hey man, you're in a band, aren't you?" And I'm like, "No man, I'm not in a band." And I'm real short with people because I don't want to talk to anybody, dude. You guys would be the same way. Like just look like you're pissed off and don't talk to me. And then so I do the phone call. I come back. He's like, "Man, you sure you're not in a band?" I'm like, "Dude, I'm not in a band." And then he brought up, he's like, "You know that dude Gooch? Are you friends with that Gooch guy?" And I'm like,
"Yeah."
I was like, "Yeah, I know him.
I'm big in jail."
Yeah, you're popular.
And then his next word, dude, he's like, "Are you on that Rise to Offend?" And I was like, "Yeah." First time I ever got recognized, guys, for being on the show ever.
Right
in jail.
That has happened to me 0 times.
That is that really? I was at.
I've also not gone to jail.
Yeah, you're also a radio personality, so people are going to recognize you too.
I don't get that either.
So I got that, and then he pretty much told me he's like make sure you slap Gooch, man, because he keeps making fun of my lady or overweight ladies. He's like I got a plus size girl. He goes, what's the best part of a muffin? The top, and he's talking about like grabbing his girl's muffin top and riding it. And he actually mimicked that for me.
Like now, I'm not exactly sure what that means. Now,
a muffin top is when a girl, if an overweight girl wears tight jeans, her.
Okay, I do know that.
That's what he's talking about.
Okay. Oh, so then in other words, you just grabbed her stomach?
He grabs her. He said
you grabbed the bottom of her stomach.
Muffin top, and all
which
the
would be
dudes
the
were
bottom
clapping.
of her stomach, right? Which would be in the bottom of her stomach.
Well, I guess it can be stomach or sides.
Right.
Her cud.
Yeah, her cud.
I don't know, dude. Anyway, so that was the joke he made. He wanted to slap you, and he's maybe he's listening to this show right now.
I like this guy.
Know.
I like this guy a lot.
Why? Because he wants to slap me?
Yes.
I understand. Well,
Brandon, I don't know.
I'd like to invite him down as a guest on the show when he gets out of
now, what do you
jail.
think he went in for? Did he tell you what he went in for?
Yeah, he peed dirty.
He peed dirty.
That's what he said. And he's like my UV was dirty, so I'm assuming that means pee.
Oh,
that means he failed a drug test with his probation officer.
Yeah,
that's what he said.
Okay,
then he told me he'll be there till the 14th.
Okay,
and he's like, I'll be here till the 14th, so I'm going to get
That's
comfortable.
only another week.
Yeah. So did he look like a pothead?
No, he looked like a little more hard drug type.
Okay.
You know?
Crack?
No, there was teeth missing. I don't know what. There was teeth missing. He's probably younger than all of us. I'd give the guy maybe like 25, but he looks like he's 35 because
okay.
He's
right,
just,
of course.
Real scrawny.
That meth will add wisdom to your face.
Yeah.
Yep.
He looked like an Irish dude that was super red. Like his face was just red. Like
right.
He just was out in the sun too long or something like that. So I don't know if he was homeless or not. I don't know. I'm assuming he's not because he's got a muffin top at home. But so anyways, they sent me over to that's step 2 of the prison or jail process. They sent me over to the holding cell. Now he's going to hate on me. He's going to see what you guys do.
Exactly. Just wait till I go to prison.
Hey, slap that Pete guy
Hey, man,
for me.
Gooch, I wanted to slap you, but now I want to slap Pete. Oh, you got to make up your mind, buddy. There's too many people you want to slap.
So I go into the holding cell. There's about 8 dudes there. I'm the biggest one there by far, so that's exciting. So I'm not scared at all, obviously.
Good news.
But all seven dudes, I guess they've all been there before. I'm the only newbie. So you got 2 guys sleep, and it's like the second biggest dude. He had the roll of toilet paper as a pillow. So he took the toilet paper from the universal stall and he used it as a pillow. And people were looking at him like, dude, I want the toilet paper pillow. However, so you had 2 dudes sleeping on one bench, 2 dudes on the other one right next to me. I'm sitting against the wall.
Did anyone shit in front of you?
No, nobody peed or shit in front of me, actually. So I'm up against the wall next to the phone.
Bummer.
So nobody's using the phone because I think they think that I'm guarding it, like I'm going to use this phone. And then you had one dude that crawled underneath
Was
the
this
bench.
the same stinky phone?
No, this was a different phone. We're in a holding cell.
How'd
now.
that phone smell?
I never used it.
Okay.
So.
But you were just next to it.
Yeah, I was next to it.
Okay.
I pretty much perched on the phone because I figured if it was too long, I was gonna have to make some phone calls. Oh, I did use it. I tried to call my lady, and I got the wrong number. And it's when you call out from jail, it says, "Will you accept a call from the Clark County?"
I thought you had to put a quarter in. I mean,
No. You have a code. So I put in my. This is so sad. I put in my prison number, then my PIN number, and then you can call out. And then when you call, it doesn't ring. It says you have a call from the detention center.
Call.
Yeah. Well, if you accept, hit 5. If you do not accept, hit 9. If you want us to stop calling, hit 3. And then I heard a 3 get hit, and they're like, "This person wants you to stop calling them." And I was like, "Shit!" And I thought I called my lady, so I was like, I obviously got the number wrong.
I don't want no jailbird.
She would probably answer, right? So, anyways, dude, I was just playing Pearl Jam 10 over and over in my head to count the hours because I didn't know what to do. There's nothing to do.
That's the album you picked?
I know every song. I just was like, went from Once to Even Flow to Alive to, Why Go to Black. I don't even want to think about that album anymore.
What?
I played it 7 times in a row.
What would you pick, Dennis?
In my head.
I don't know, man.
I think, honestly.
I tried Vulgar Display of Power, and I was getting lost at No Good, Attack the Radical. I was like, I don't know the lyrics to this one.
I'd probably go
So
Metallica and Justice for All. I know it's not a chic pick, and I know it's a little kind of a trendy pick, but that's just probably the album.
I think Pearl Jam.
I'm trying to think of
what do you know from start to finish?
I know that are from beginning to end. Where I probably be like that first Skid Row record. I know every little squeal.
But that's like a 32-minute record, man.
Yeah.
That's too much.
You know
whatever.
what I do? I start it over when I'm done.
Yeah, and then you can also play another record, Pete. You don't got to sit there and devote yourself to one album.
Well, it's funny because I was fighting to nail all the lyrics. I'm like, that's the lyric, and then it all came to me. So I know that record from start to finish.
Good for
Anyways,
you.
so that's how I measured time because everybody was snoring and farting in the goddamn holding cell. It smelled, like I said, the smells of jail are I'm
Even.
sure. Yeah, exactly what it was, dude. Why go?
Thoughts arise like.
Like the echo at the end of Black when it's like do. It was just farts, man. And
Good.
Snores. One guy had a Charlie horse and screamed. It was kind of funny. He's like, ah!
Who screams and they get a Charlie?
And then
horse?
he went back to sleep. Right after a Charlie horse, he spread his legs out.
Were you surprised at how soundly they slept on the pavement?
Dude, and it was on the pavement. Like I said, the one guy had the toilet paper roll as a pillow, and everybody else was on straight concrete. And one dude was in the shower that was wet. And then, I don't know, he's sleeping in a wet shower, dude. So I don't know what was going on there. So,
Did you learn anything, Pete?
Yeah, I learned a lot, dude. So, anyways, the guard comes. I'm in now total time three Even Flow albums. So I'm in there a total time of about 3 hours. I'm like, oh, the guard comes. He's like, he calls out my name completely wrong. I'm like, no, that's me. He could have said Garcia. I would have been like, that's me. That's me.
He should have said Garcia.
Bolshevik.
He would have been,
Yeah, that's me.
You're no Garcia.
Yeah.
Bosnians don't have Garcia last name.
So they take me to the releasing, like another area where you're getting released. I'm like, oh, cool, dude. I'm going to get out of here quick. Thank you. My friends acted so fast. I wasn't here that long. Everybody told me it'd be 24 hours. It was only 3. Well, I was in there by myself for about 30 minutes. And then another dude comes in, and then another, until they had about 10, and the place was full.
Did any of those guys want to slap me?
No,
Okay.
but there was an older African-American man that came in there preaching some craziness, dude.
First off,
and
racist. How do you know he wasn't Dominican?
Yeah.
No, because he was.
How do you know he wasn't from
He
Haiti?
kept saying he was.
Could have been Puerto Rican.
Guys,
There's black Puerto Ricans.
Guys, he was African-American.
Big Poppy.
He was
Is that what he
59 years
said?
old.
Plays for the Boston Red Sox.
Yeah. He was 59 years old, and he was making fun of everybody and saying how women need to get slapped. It was a crazy thing, and everybody was agreeing and clapping with him. I'm like, God damn, get me the fuck. I felt like you guys times 10, all right?
What did we say that women need to get slapped?
You guys times 10 in stupidity matched by 10 other guys around me and me standing there having to listen to this shit. It was fucking irritating. So I was really irritated with this old guy. And he came in a walker and everything, and I was just still like, you're...
So in other words, he came in and he just figured he'd bring some comic relief, and he's like, "You gotta smack
Not comic
these
relief,
bitches."
dude. It was preaching Jesus stuff.
Oh, really? And he said that you gotta smack bitches?
It was. Yeah, he said it a couple. He's like, if a girl, you put her on the ground, man.
Testify.
You put her on the ground. He's like, read the Bible. He's like, a girl came from my rib. Like, he was seriously misogynistic, like ridiculous, bro. And then all the other guys were like, yeah, and I'm just sitting in the corner. I'm like, God damn.
Oh,
and then he walks.
Did you go home and beat your girlfriend?
Mm-hmm. Nah, never. I never lay a hand on her.
Right.
So anyway,
did you go home and punch your own rib?
Coward.
No.
Okay.
Coward. So I finally get released. They give me everybody. You hear everybody's court dates. I'm kind of towards the end because they had it in some sort of alphabetical order and my name's S. So you hear court dates. All right, June 10th, May 30th, July, whatever. And then they come to me and they're like, all right, April 8th. I'm like, what the? Today's the 4th. So I'm like, 3 days is all I get, dude. And like, everybody else got like a month. I got 3 days, right? So I get out, dude. And like I said, I'm real lucky. I got a lot of great friends. I make one phone call, I get bailed out in no time. Like I said, everything's great in my life, dude. I win all the time. I got you guys. I got a bunch of great friends. I got a great lady. No, I just can't complain about shit is what I'm saying. I made a dumb mistake, and with all my victories, I have some losses, and this was definitely a loss in my life on that day. But, however, we'll see how everything turns out.
I will tell you, your story. Your story is it's inspiring.
Not really.
No, it is. It is.
Everybody know a record from start to finish, so you don't go crazy.
Well, this is basically what I'm trying to tell you, Pete. Is your story inspired a young man? And by young man, I mean 39 years old, kind of balding, got a scab on his head for some fucking reason.
No, it's because he was in the sun too long.
His neck is red, probably from doing yard work or laying out in the sun in Hawaii.
Yeah, probably Hawaii.
Very miserable.
Are you talking about Dennis Huff?
Yes, I am.
Road Dogg.
Road Dogg.
Yeah.
Road Dogg himself.
Fucking A, that's sticking.
You inspired the RD.
Gooch, Road Dogg, and Bird Dick. Is that the fucking? Is that the fucking nicknames?
That's the new Crosby, Stills, and Nash.
I swear to God.
So
Let me hear
you inspired a song. You inspired art from Dennis Huff. It's time for us.
If it's another gangster rap song, because I already got one badass gangster rap song.
It's more of a part 2 of my opus.
Oh shit.
Oh, opus. I like that. All
Road
right,
Dogg's
here we
the
go.
Chronic.
Meanwhile, in Pete's secret hideout.
Oh, baby, I love you too, We just gotta be stuck up in here because I'll be running from the cops right now. Yeah, they towed my shit, so I crashed through their gate, man. It was epic. Punk-ass motherfuckers.
Pete's paid you. Come out with your hands up.
Oh, shit. Oh, how'd they fucking find me? You rat me out, bitch? Just because I left you in the parking lot? I thought you loved me. They ain't taking this motherfucker alive. I love you, baby. Too much to put you through this. So here's my gift to you. You motherfucking cops. I ain't coming out. You try to come in all you want.
You have 10 seconds to comply.
I got something for you too, motherfuckers.
Open fire on this motherfucker.
Blaze of glory. This is hero shit right here. They get me on my Toyota.
Stop resisting.
Get off me, you motherfuckers! Get off me!
Yeah, that's right. We got you now.
Get off me, you fucking cops, you pigs!
Motherfucker.
That's racist!
Who's a arrested motherfucker now? Here I am, my home away from home. In a concrete cell is where I roam. Bitches stole my car and I fucked them up. Now I stare at bars, no Sprite in my cup. Being a gangster is all I know. 3 hots and a cot and a dude is my hoe. Teardrops on my eye for the snitches I've shanked. Fresh pair of Jordans, you know I ganked. Hardcore life is all I know. Drinking champagne and slinging blow. My name is Pete Spajic and I'll take your life. Now excuse me while I go skittle lick my wife.
God damn you motherfuckers, man.
Oh, yeah.
By
the way, what did
a commando scene going
for
on
starters,
there, man?
when did the cops turn into Dr. Dre, by the way? Yeah, you arrested motherfucker now.
They're street.
They definitely are.
I got a fucking ass.
And they don't,
Oh, that's good stuff.
They don't know what to expect from a fucking,
That is the last gangster rap song that's going to be written about me because I am going to be a good fucking citizen.
I will tell you this. You got arrested on Friday, and then Sunday I got a speeding ticket.
Oh, yeah, that compares.
I was going like 50.
That's way worse.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah,
no.
Damn it. Dude, it's just like...
Want to trade?
Dude, and I was doing 55 and a 35.
Oof.
Yeah. But the thing is, this is the funny thing. They go say, I was just like, here's my wallet, and here's my, he could just look and tell the look of defeat in my eyes.
Yeah.
It was the exact opposite of Pete, is basically what it was, right? There was just nothing but defeat in my eyes, and he's like, here's a ticket. I only cited you for 45, so it's gonna be cheaper. I'm like, yeah, thanks. But then I look at the ticket, and it's weird because he goes, yeah, I only cited you for 45. But then on the ticket, he goes, yeah, we clocked him doing 54 in a 35, but we only cited him for 45. And it's like, why would you even put that on the ticket?
He wrote the secret on the ticket.
That's all mine.
Yeah.
That's what all mine do.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. That's one thing I don't understand. It's kind of like, all right, I thought maybe you would, tell the judge, like, look, guy fucked up. The judge wouldn't even know that I was going that fast, but now the cop's like, well,
Well, you're just going to have to do, yeah. Dude.
What's funny?
I think it's weird that they're allowed to do that.
Yeah, that's what
I got you for 20 over, but I'm not going to cite you for that crime.
Yeah. I got you for 20 over. I'm not going to cite you for it, but I'm going to write on a note that lets everyone know that I got you for 20 over, but I'm only going to cite you for 10 over.
And then you go pay a lawyer $50 and it goes away.
Yeah. It's weird. And then, I'll tell you...
And you have to go to traffic school. Oh, I don't know if I told you guys, but I think I'm going to have to go to anger management class. And I'm like the most laid-back guy ever. I think that's going to end up happening, dude, in the long run. Things, and it was just brought to my attention, like, what the fuck am I going to say in anger management class? We're going to need you
to wear a
dude?
wire.
Yeah,
you guys might need to. I'm going to be in there. And,
dude, you're going to hear some stories.
Probably will.
God damn, we're going to get so
we'll
much...
See. We'll see if I have to do it, but I'm just saying.
We're going to get so much content from you. And you know what's weird, too, is like the day after I got a speeding ticket, my lady got a ticket for checking her iPad at a stoplight. She was just switching songs.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just weird.
You get tickets for
at
a stoplight?
Yeah, man. Fucking Big Brother's out there, bro.
I'd fight that. I wasn't rolling. Fuck you. I'm not.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I actually did not legitimately know you can't mess with your iPad.
I will tell you this, though.
So we all got in trouble with cops this week.
Everybody but me.
So,
knock on wood, Dennis.
Basically, all illegal stuff aside, I did go out to sushi. And there's this sushi place. It's actually really good. It's called Sumo Sushi 2. You've been there with me, Dennis.
Yeah.
Actually,
I've been there.
Yeah. It's a good joint. The thing is, though, is they've changed it around now. Now they show Japanese music videos. And it's not like rock and roll. It's all pop.
J-pop.
Where they all look like pieces of candy.
Yes, dude. Yeah. Every single girl on there looks like they're fucking maybe 16, barely developed. And it's like,
which is a 25-year-old in Japanese.
Yeah, and they're all like part of girl groups. So it's like basically they're all doing shit that was happening like 10 years ago. Remember, like 10, 15 years ago.
It just reached Japan.
Yeah, exactly.
Right now.
Yeah, it's like when the Spice Girls was a big thing, and then you came over here. There was fucking thousands of like girl groups that's big over in Japan, and this is the thing. So we get there, and there's a couple of guys. They're drinking sake bombs or whatever, and that's fine. But then next to us, and they sit us right next to people. And there's a bunch of people. There's a bunch of seats at the bar. They sit us right next to this fucking bar star. And she's screaming and she's like singing the words to some of these Japanese songs, right? Just white girl. This fucking stupid white girl.
No.
And she's like ruining it. And you could tell that she's like aiming her mouth towards us, like thinking that, hey, maybe they'll sing along. We'll get the strangers involved.
Of course.
And it's just, dude. And it really killed it for me. And they were the sushi chefs, they were great, but they were overzealous. Like they wanted the party too. Like, hey, party, hi, you know. And it's like, dude,
Racist.
just let me fucking eat my food, dude. Just make the food. And let me eat the fucking food. I don't want to party.
You did the buffet or what? You did at the bar, right?
Yeah.
What's it called? Is that the free
sushi bar?
All you can eat, right?
Well, you could do all you could eat.
Oh,
I didn't do all you could eat.
No, fuck that. They do that at all the sushi bars. That's when you get a table, man, and you relax. But most sushi places have the J-pop videos up.
No, dude.
Most of the ones I see.
No, man. I've been to a bunch of them.
Yeah,
they never have those.
I never do.
Oh,
yeah. Well, not necessarily. Not as well. They have a huge screen with a projector screen that they're showing all these videos on, and they got them on every wall. And it's like, I'm just looking around, and it's just hilarious to me. But fucking bar star. Oh, I'll tell you another thing too. Pete's got a lady.
Yes.
And her girl, and she's got a boy.
Yeah.
And they took They went down to the Springs Preserve.
Yeah.
And Pete doing a nice guy thing. Takes her and her boy out to the Springs Preserve, but Pete's way stronger.
What, dude?
Than we thought.
So we're having a great time, you know, and I'm still very naive with kids and all that stuff.
How old's this kid?
He's 4.
4.
He's awesome. He's actually hilarious.
Does he call you mommy's special friend, Mr. Pete?
Does he call you the happy Serbian?
Just Pete.
He just calls me Pete,
Just
man.
Pete?
Yeah. But
does he know you're a felon?
No, he doesn't know
Does
that.
he know you just went into the clink and came out?
No.
Does he?
No. It just it was technically I was a felon at that point too.
All right.
But
go on.
Anyways, so
Mommy's noisemaker.
Because I mean, this kid needs a good example in his life, not some fucking
Not some
jailbird
piece of
schmuck.
shit. Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
God.
But go on, Springs Preserve.
I agree with you all.
Yeah, you don't want this kid to grow up like you. You want him to learn.
Jesus Christ. Fucking guys, man. You gotta kick me when I'm down like so many
bro,
times.
we're picking you up.
Anyways.
We're dusting you off. You're a handsome
Well,
man.
again, you're the biggest guy in this room. So
Yeah, you are.
all I can
How
hurt
much
is
do you weigh?
all I can hurt are your feelings.
195, 190.
190? I might be bigger than you. I think I weigh like 192 or 93.
Nah, we're probably around the same.
And then Dennis weighs about 270.
No.
About how much you weigh, Dennis? Like 210?
220,
220?
222.
So, anyways, dude, I don't know much about kids.
It's all balls and courage.
The look on your face when it said 270 was like, what? It hurts.
It really shows in my hips.
But I did learn the hardest thing to do with kids is somehow say no.
Oh,
you
I
know,
was
because
gonna say wipe your butt.
I'm scared of the tantrum, right? And I've seen, she knows how to be like, yo, calm it down. But I have no sensibility of, I'm just like, whatever he says, I'm down. I jumped into a train that I did not fit in when I was 13 years old, and I got in there just so the kid would be happy for a second, you know? So anyways, there's a turtle thing that you sit down on, the kid goes inside, and you can spin it.
Is it like a merry-go-round?
It's like a single person kind of merry-go-round theory, but he sits inside. So the kid's just like, go faster, go faster, go faster, go faster. And I am notorious for not knowing my own strength in every situation in life.
Right.
I break things on accident. I push people. I slap people in the back too hard when
Is that why your dick's crooked?
I don't know about that whole crooked dick thing. I don't know about
What the fuck is that?
But so anyways,
Too hard. Doesn't know his own strength.
I'm doing this. I think the kid's having a great time, dude. You know, I'm spinning him on this little fucking turtle shell. Everything's awesome. And all of a sudden, he flies like 3 feet out of this thing. Bounces on the soft ground, dude. Right? His face, he turns around. His mom and him have the same faces. So it's like, he turns around like, why would you do that face? Like, and then she's behind me. So I'm like in between both of them. I turn around and she stood up because she was sitting down and she's got a little panic face. And he's just like, I'm okay. And he like kind of wobbles up, dude. And I was just like, man, I can't.
What did she give you the look like, dude?
No, dude, she's concerned. Her kid just flew 3 feet out of a turtle.
Right.
You know? So she gave me the concerned look, but she didn't overreact. She didn't. Dude, she plays it perfect. She didn't overreact because I guess if she did, then the kid might cry because he saw that she was upset or something. And so she played it perfect the whole way. There was tantrums that were about to happen, and she just like, and I was sitting there like, you know, not having a clue what to do, and she just was like, boom, played it perfect, and the kid and deterred it. So these are things you must learn, I suppose.
I'm glad that you're not the one teaching him about tantrums.
Like I said, me personally, dude, I'm just going to say yes.
Especially because what's going to happen when he gets a car?
Oh, God damn it.
No, I'm kidding.
I know. But I'm just going to say yes to everything and be like.
Get him a Little Tykes barn and crash that through the gate, little buddy.
You got to get him a Power Wheel, so you're just going to start crashing and everything.
Run over these Lincoln logs. Put your finger in the air and wave it like you just don't care.
God damn it. You know what was crazy is when this originally happened, this is everybody I know, all my friends, family, everybody. When this originally happened, everybody's like, yeah, dude, yeah, you're awesome, you did great. And then after I got arrested, everybody's like, it's like,
first
dude,
off,
I am the joke now.
Let me just tell you something. The fact
the
that
the whole tide is turned.
Oh, no. We still think you're awesome.
Nah.
But
everybody out there is laughing, not with me.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, there's no laughing with you now.
No.
But we still think you're awesome.
Sadly,
That's
like I
pretty
said,
awesome shit.
The end result was there was just like I can't explain. This is not the time I want to hear this. We are part of the team. Yeah.
And you're a dream.
I have a lawyer team.
I got a lawyer team.
My kid runs around singing that song.
So, anyways, but so flung the kid. Everything was cool though. We hung out. We had a good time. It was a great time. That was actually really I needed that day because like I said, I left shaking and just shitty, and I needed to see my lady and
good dude
and the kid.
Well,
and that really put it all into perspective. So like everything's
man.
good.
Good.
Yeah,
you know whatever you need some grounding there.
Yeah.
You know
I got grounded.
Exactly. You got done. You spent a whole fucking day with tweakers. You need to hang around with a 4-year-old. So what? Anyway.
Both of them have poop on their butt.
Yeah, exactly. You need to hang around a phone that doesn't smell.
That's a nightmare phone, man.
That's a
nightmare phone. I don't think any phone would smell like. That was a horrible.
All right, let's. We got to talk about this. James Franco.
Oh yeah.
Now, James Franco he's developed one of those.
I don't know who that is.
You don't know who James Franco is?
No.
Will you tell this fucking clueless dickhead?
James Franco, in a movie you saw, probably the original Spider-Man.
No.
All right. Okay. Did you see Pineapple Express?
Okay. Remember the movie 127 Hours where the guy cut off his own arm?
Yeah, but why would Dennis watch that?
I know you wouldn't watch it.
I know about it.
But you know about it. He was the guy that it started that movie. Okay.
All right.
Oh, God, dude.
He's a legit young actor.
He's part
of that Seth Rogen crew.
He's a huge actor.
Oh, okay.
He was in the new Wizard of Oz movie.
Yeah, but I don't.
Oh, that dude.
Yeah.
Oh, you saw that one.
No, I didn't, but I remember the
Well,
preview.
yeah, he's got girls. They need to watch that gay shit. So, anyway, but so James Franco, he's like a big deal. And I guess he's doing a Broadway play, and afterwards he bumped into a younger woman. You can't even call this a woman. She's 17 years old. And
that's a woman.
Something happens where they meet, and she comments on his they took a picture together and then posted it to his Instagram account. Well, James Franco himself answers to the picture. And this is the Instagram exchange right now. Do you have a BF boyfriend? You know, he goes, how old are you? And then he goes, do you have a BF? ? And then she writes, nearly 18, my mom, she's English or Scottish, I think. Nearly 18. My mom, I'm with my mom, and no, I don't have a boyfriend, not if you're around. And then she puts how do you pronounce, is it Emmy token or Emmy?
Emoticon.
Emoticon? Yeah. Emoticon, and it's like a smiley face
a Decepticon.
Yeah. And it's a smiley face with hearts in its eyes, right?
Nothing like a Decepticon.
So then he writes, when is your B-day? Where are you staying? What's your number? And then she writes, in May, but I have exams then.
She's talking about high school exams.
Then off to Times Square in a Hilton. What do you mean number? And then so now they're texting each other. He writes, can I see you? She writes, as long as you are James Franco. And he goes, I am. You're single? ? What's the hotel ? Should I rent a room ? And she writes, April Fool's was an hour ago, though. And then he sends a picture of himself. It says, it's me. Yes or no ? Tomorrow or Thursday ? He writes, okay, be well. And then she writes, I'll come back when I'm 18. And then he just puts an X. I don't know what X means. What does that mean in text? I don't know. And then she writes, well, this is a story my Scottish friends will never believe. He goes, don't tell. And she writes, I just want proper evidence that it's you, and I won't. He goes, I gave it to you. If you don't want to meet, then text me when you do. Bye. She writes, you sound so dodgy, though. He writes, bye. And then she goes, 1 second, I will meet you. 1 second, I will meet you if you write my name on a piece of paper, then send it to me with your face also in the picture, please.
Christ.
And then that's what he does. He writes a picture of himself doing that. So he's over here trying to fucking scoop up on a 17-year-old girl. And then
There's no other way to
nearly
look at
18.
it.
Yeah,
but there's no other way to look at it. Dude, but he's James Franco. He can pretty much have sex with probably all our girlfriends and wives, and maybe not, but you know what I mean.
And
he can probably...
No, come on now.
And
come on
what
now.
I'm saying,
Dennis's wife for sure.
What I'm saying is that the guy is a talented actor. Girls love actors. He's a very good-looking gentleman. He's all the stuff that he can get a girl.
Right.
You know he can walk into any bar.
Oh, yeah.
Any girl that
He's
we
sought
were
after.
If
Well, he just
we
got a
bought a girl
17-year-old.
drinks all night and we're smoozing a girl and we're a single gentleman like that, if James Franco came in and said, what's up, we'd lose that girl to him. That's what,
Ain't it fucking New York
because
second.
of his profession and all that stuff. So
Right.
for him to go after like a 17-year-old, and it's obvious what he's doing. I mean,
Of course.
definitely to guys, and I'm sure girls too. But
But she flat out admitted she said. So anyways, though.
no, she's obviously scared of what he's asking. She's not. You could tell in the text message. She's like, "What do you mean meet?" She's obviously not.
Yeah.
Feeling comfortable with what he's doing.
Anyway, he appears on Kelly Ripa and Michael Strahan. Kelly, used to be Regis and Kelly. Now live with Michael and Kelly.
Sounds right.
Is that? Yeah, it doesn't.
That's probably
I'm
the
so
name.
used to Regis. But anyway, he appears on the show, and I will give him credit because he addresses it right off the bat. But he doesn't come right out and say it, so it's very sketchy. Here's the
Let's
audio.
hear his voice.
We know you've been in the news this morning, and it's our understanding that it's something that you wanted to address. So the floor is yours.
I just didn't, I was just feeling awkward. I didn't want to come on the show and just feel awkward. So, yeah, I guess, I'm embarrassed, and I guess I'm just a model of, how social media is tricky. It's a way people meet each other today. But what I've learned, I guess just because I'm new to it, it's like you don't know who's on the other end. You meet somebody in person, and you get a feel for them, but you don't know who you're talking to. And
right.
So I use bad judgment, and I learned my lesson. But unfortunately, in my position, I have a very good life, but not only do I have to go through the embarrassing kind of rituals of meeting someone, sometimes if I do that, then it gets, published for the world. So now, it's like doubly embarrassing, but...
Well,
anyway.
I think the way you came out here and handled it is perfectly acceptable. It happens to everybody, and I think it happens to movie stars on a much grander scale, like you just said, because everybody knows who you are. And I promise I will not reveal our text messages.
Thank you.
Wow, bitches are stupid.
I don't think he handled it good at all.
Not at all, dude.
Awful. Are you kidding me?
Dude, he totally chickened out.
He said that he got tricked.
He didn't get tricked at all.
Dude,
What is she going to do? Say bullshit on her little TV show?
Well, yeah.
No, she's not.
Well, I know.
She's
that.
going to
I
suck
know.
his dick, just like that fucking 17-year-old girl is going to suck his dick when he meets her.
Well, when she turns 18.
Right.
Now she does it, though.
In May.
Well, now she does it.
No.
Because, well, you think?
Yeah.
No way. There's no way he would go back. He's probably super pissed now because she just embarrassed the shit out of him.
Yeah, well.
For him to, like I said, again, for him to go after someone that's 17, like I said, if you're an actor and you can get anybody, if you go after someone that's underage, if you go after someone that's married, if you...
What's the legal age in Scotland?
He's in New York, so it's 18.
Yeah.
But
no, it's obviously 16 or 17.
No, in New York, it's 18.
Is it really?
Yeah, we looked it up. We looked it up last week.
Oh, Jesus.
The 16 was like us and one other place. I forgot where it is.
All right.
Well,
enough
it was
about
18. So
enough about this.
Yeah.
Pete, let's do the news.
Let's do
Recorded from the RTO studios in Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Pete Spajic and the news.
All right, guys. Let me ask you, what do you guys? What are your emotions about PETA? You know what it is? It's the people for the ethical treatment of animals.
Look, I don't like to see elephants get slaughtered. I don't like to see endangered species get wiped off the planet. But PETA takes it to a whole nother level.
They do.
Where it just does
Media-wise,
not have
PETA
to
is
be.
absolutely like the fucking asshole.
I think they're a lot like
they're
terrorists
such
and oftentimes
shitheads, dude.
criminals.
Right? In the media.
Yeah.
It's a great organization. I think it's excellent on all that levels, but every
They used
media
to be,
thing
but they got a bunch of fucking vegan militants fucking running their organization now.
It seems like a KKK party movement of weirdness, but everything they do just really drives me crazy. So, I got a story for PETA here. PETA wants Jeffrey Dahmer's home to be turned into a vegan restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
So the Bath Township house is where Dahmer killed the first of his 17 victims. So the 3-bedroom, 3-bath home in Bath Township. Where's Bath Township? I'm assuming somewhere in Washington, right?
It says Ohio.
Oh, my bad. Thank you. Ohio.
Same thing.
Where Dahmer killed the first of his 17 victims, was really put on the market for $295,000. During the 1978 killings, Dahmer dismembered 19-year-old hitchhiker Stephen Hicks in the house and scattered his remains throughout the property. And then, in quotation marks, this is PETA's quote. Like Dahmer's human victims, cows, pigs, and chickens are made of flesh and blood and fear for their lives when confronted by a man with a knife. PETA wrote, they are also drugged and dragged, and their limbs are bound. Their struggles and screams are ignored as they are killed and cut up to be consumed. Their bones are thrown away like garbage. The organization wants the restaurant to be named Eat for Life Home Cooking.
Wow.
Jeffrey Dahmer's house, where someone actually was murdered and body parts
The
were...
thing about those fucking idiots is they will talk to you, such as a guy who will eat meat and enjoy meat in his diet, and they will try to tell you that you are a horrible person for doing that and less of a human than they are because you're eating meat, and they think it's wrong. So you are a horrible person.
But vegans and vegetarians never act like this that I know. It's just this organization which takes it to like a...
But those people are the fucking...
weird thing. And they're the main face for that movement.
Yeah, right. Well, it's them and their fucking Morrissey. You know what I mean?
Plenty
it's the
of
same
people.
shit.
Meat is murder. No, it's not.
And I'll tell you right now, me personally, if I had the discipline or the dietary functions to somehow be a vegetarian of some sort, I would be. I don't like the whole slaughtering of animal things, but dude, I'm not disciplined or even. I don't think I can survive that way.
Right.
The way
What
I've
did
been
you do 200 years ago? You fucking slaughter it yourself.
Yeah, exactly. The way I am is like it's just not.
Now you just order a number 6.
Yeah.
And it's probably not meat, though, number 6. Huh?
Yeah, it's pink slime. So go ahead. What's the next one?
All right. So now PETA's going to love this story. But police say Sarah Zamora mutilated and beat to death chickens while performing sex acts on camera.
Now, let me ask Pete.
Mm-hmm.
Does this happen, Pete?
Do you think that's a real
Do you think that's a real thing?
Or did they make it up?
No, I can think this would happen.
Okay, so so you wouldn't believe that somebody...
Do I believe that? No, any kind of fetish, sex-ass video thing. I think that there's things out there exactly like this. Like this, what it showed this lady was Zamora is said by police to have groping a man's genital with their left hand while repeatedly cutting a chicken's neck using hedge clippers with their right in the video. So she's jacking some guy off and killing chickens as she goes. I totally think somebody would want to see this video. You know?
I believe
that
this.
now. Do you really?
I'm going to go Google that.
See, that hurts. Oh, God, Jesus
that is
Christ, that's
hideous.
awful.
Like, I couldn't even imagine. There's certain things that I could never get off on. Number one, watching someone eat a turd. That's number one. Number two, watching someone jerk a dude off while cutting a chicken's head off at the same time. And it's right on that. And honestly, 2 is pushing 1. 2 is pushing 1.
Literally.
What's the point of jacking someone off when you're killing a chicken? I mean, that's just like, it's like nobody's going to watch what
and
your
on
left
top of
hand's
that,
doing when you're killing chickens. Right
and
to
on
the
top
right.
of that, let me tell you something. When a woman is jerking a man off and she's not fully into it, and her mind is elsewhere, let's just say she's killing a chicken, it's not going to be a good hand job. Yeah. Do you really got to see that? Do you have to have the visual of a dead animal right there?
True cheese.
I mean, I honestly want to have a woman who's dedicated to her craft. That's all I'm saying. It's either jerk me off and just do it that way, or don't do it at all.
What about throwing clams at your balls while she hand jobs you?
Whoa.
They're alive.
God damn. At my balls?
Yeah.
That's like a rock.
Small ones, though.
Fuck. small ones?
Your balls. There's
Okay. I consider it. If they were small ones. Tiny ones, not like big ones.
Dude, don't consider that. That's fucking retarded.
Okay, go ahead.
Next story. All right. Doctors remove a skipping rope from a man's urethra.
Pete, did that happen?
A middle-aged man had a skipping rope. I'm going to read this line right here, and then I'm going to tell you if I think this happened, all right? A middle-aged man had a skipping rope successfully removed from his bladder and urethra after he had inserted it for sexual pleasure, a newspaper reported today. I think, like I said, again with the sexual things, I think people will go to
they'll go to a different realm.
Absolutely different level or realm, as you said, for some sort
so
of
they'll
pleasure.
shove a jump rope in their cock, but they won't have a cuckold session.
Yes.
No, like I said, I learned about cuckolds from you guys. I wasn't aware that was a thing. But on this one, an X-ray.
Pete likes to say that Pete actually wanted to play a game called Is Brandon that gullible?
Yeah, well, you believe everything.
No, Pete. I believe, sir, but you don't believe everything, which means that you're the exact opposite.
No, when someone tells me a rumor that sounds like without motive, I always, things, like I said, things are very black and white to me when stories are being told. If the pieces don't add up, I'm going to be like, why? I don't understand. What's the motivation? I'll ask these simple questions, and when people can't answer those questions, I get confused.
Like, why did you put a jump rope in your penis?
Exactly.
Like, why did you drive through a gate?
And then,
why did you hack that chicken up while you were masturbating?
Exactly. That's the question I would ask directly. And if I can't think of a logical reason, then I do doubt things. Yeah.
So you don't
why would you put a jump through your penis? Oh, for sexual pleasure. Okay, I believe it. That's something I
damn. Could you imagine that too?
The X-ray showed a rope
like,
with 4 knots stuck in the narrowest part of his urethra with 10 centimeters dangling out of the urethra opening. That is, and they said they couldn't pull it out because it would have caused
for sure.
Oh, Jesus.
God damn, dude. He should have just yanked it out like a fucking lawnmower.
Yeah, like anal beads.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I just got a visual of
that. I got to tell you,
beads coming out
like
of
Al Swearingen stones.
Oh, dude. Here's the weird, nice Deadwood reference. But here's the thing: when you're putting a jump rope through your dick, into your dick hole, your pee hole, your urethra, do you got to have the knots? I mean, do you have to have the knots?
I think so.
But I mean, and then just to keep feeding it and feeding it and feeding it and feeding it, just like wow.
We don't have us guys. We have at least I'm assuming we have no sexual pleasure of putting anything inside of our urethra.
I've seen some really fucked up pictures.
I don't even understand
in my travels, like with people.
I saw a video of a woman fingering a urethra once.
Yeah, I've seen that. Hurts. I've seen people like put pens and
like
screwdrivers in there, and people that mutilate their dongs and like split it like a hot dog.
Yeah, bro.
Screwdriver.
And I'm like, sometimes if I wake up in the morning and I have the split double pee stream, that kind of hurts a little.
Yeah. Yeah,
I can't imagine putting a foreign object in there.
Right.
No, that's what I mean. It's just absolutely.
Well, it's because there's a lot of fucked up people out there. That's the only point that I try to convey to Pete when he's like, I just don't see a motive. Well, I don't see a motive of somebody jamming a jump rope into their fucking piss hole. I just don't see it. There's no need for that.
But the sexual things, like you guys were saying, the sexual things, people will do any. Like, I've heard so many different stories or seen so many different
Motley
things.
Crue used to have sex with as many women as they could before taking a shower. That was a game they used to play.
Ooh, that'd be.
I played that game.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Oh, see.
Well, I wasn't playing a game. I was just trying to be a dick.
Oh, okay. I just thought maybe you didn't have a shower. But just thought maybe your dad didn't pay the water bill.
See, that sounds legit to me. I wouldn't doubt that story at all because
you wouldn't doubt the shower story. I'm sorry, bro. Fucking god. Damn.
Like dudes, you get dudes together and you get them in a competitive nature like that. When any girl, there's a time when Motley Crue, maybe still, I don't know.
Could you imagine like some girl like blowing Tommy Lee and she's like, "Hey, that's Sally." Like, I mean, that's just gross. Anyway, all right.
That's Bobby gross, Brown. I know her.
All right, we got to get ready to roll here. Read this last one, Pete.
All right, dude. States target meth labs with name and shame strategy. State struggles to clamp down on a growth meth epidemic. They're turning to a tactic commonly used to target sex offenders. name and shame.
So it's like a sex offender registry, but all the people on it have open sores on their face.
You're going to have Jesse Pinkman on a billboard. This guy
shit.
sold meth.
Hey, bitch. Hey, bitch, don't do meth.
Hey, bitch.
Don't be like me on this this registry.
So you would see, like, if you go to the sex offender and you type in your zip code, you see all the sex offenders. Now, it would be like a different color for the meth people?
No, it's a different registry.
It's a completely different registry.
It's a completely different registry. But the thing is, though, these are tweakers we're talking about, so you know they're going to totally miss the point completely.
Yeah. They're going to move around.
Yeah, they're going to see this registry and they're going to go, oh shit. Finally, the place that's going to let me know where I can buy meth.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Dude, they're going to put down their fucking zip code and they're going to go, oh, shit, hey,
go to the registry.
There's one right around the corner. It's like a Redbox app.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's hilarious.
Oh, but I sold my iPhone last week for an ounce. I lost out on that deal. Fuck teeth. All right, that's about it for episode 88. Rise to Offend.
Fuck teeth.
Episode and a half.
I want to thank all of you guys for listening, and I want to thank all of you guys for helping us grow, for the sharing, for the retweeting, for the word of mouth. It all helps. Rise to Offend. You can hit us up on Stitcher, on iTunes, SoundCloud, Spreaker. We're on multiple internet radio stations.
Google.
Rock and Roll Comedy is one of them. Google, for Christ's sake, you could Google us. We have our own website, risetooffend.com. We're on Facebook.com/risetooffend, Twitter @risetooffend. And don't forget, you can email us at risetooffend@gmail.com. I'm Brandon Gooch.
Huff.
Spike.
Wow, it's going to go down like that?
That's how we did it today.
All right. I'll see you guys later. What was the band, Pete? It was Bird Dick, Gooch, and Road Dog. We're out.
Later, y'all.
See you guys next week. Well, at least two of us will see you next week.
Ah, so funny.